What up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Back with another video. It is Sunday. Give me a good walk in. By the way, shout out to my boy Travel Trucker. I saw you on one of your last videos at a little low-key spot. I see you found another park. I think I know where you at, but we'll talk about that at a later time. So let me go ahead and get into the video, guys. Working 6 days a week has been paying off. I finished this week with a little over 49 hours. Had a pretty decent week overall. Had a couple days where there were some issues with the load, but I managed to work through it. You guys know, as a food service delivery driver, having issues with the load is kind of a reoccurring thing. It just is what it is. But overall, not a bad week. Now, the week before, it started off a little rough. I worked 53 hours that week. But let me tell you guys about the beginning of the week. Well, actually the first day. First day was rough. My trailer was delayed, so I ended up going out 2 hours later than I normally go out to start my route. I get to my first stop, made the delivery, had about 200 cases going in, which is a relatively big stop. As I'm walking to my truck, I noticed my drive tire, one of them was flat. When I say flat, I mean flat. So not only was I 2 hours behind. Good, how y'all doing? Having a breakdown put me even further behind. It took me an hour and a half, or it took the technician an hour and a half to get to me to repair the tire so I can get back on the road. So yeah, man, that was a rough day. Shout out to my manager. He came out to help me at my second stop. That was another, big stop. I believe I had like 194 cases. So he helped me out so I can go ahead and get out of town. My third stop was just like an hour and a half away. But yeah, that was that was just one of those moments, man. My reaction when I saw my tire flat after already being behind, 2 hours, I looked at the tire, I shook my head and I said, "You gotta be kidding me." And I just started smiling. I just started smiling, man. But it is what it is, man. And then that Saturday is when I pulled up and helped my homeboy out at his last stop, delivering 400 cases. So some of you probably saw that video. But it is what it is, man. We still live to see another day. It's work, right? So yeah, the 6 days has been, it's been a blessing, man. I'm grateful for a job. It's gonna get a little loud because I'm going out by the road. So I apologize in advance. You guys will hear the traffic. I'm definitely grateful, man, to be in the position that I'm in. It's something I signed up for. I'm the type of person that don't mind putting in the work to get to where I want to go, right? So, you know, that's life. You can't get something for nothing. You got to put in the work, you got to grind, and you got to get it. I'm out here on a Sunday morning. What time is it? 6:57 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm getting me a walk-in because exercise is very beneficial to your health and well-being. Yeah, I work 6 days. So what? So what, man? The good Lord blessed me to get out here. Woke me up this morning. I'm able-bodied. Why not? That's my mindset, man. I always try to stay as positive as possible, man. Despite having to go through things. Everybody has their own plights that they're dealing with. I get it. I'm not exempt from having those plights. I'm not exempt from adversity. Everybody goes through something. But like I told y'all in the last video, it's how you respond to it. What happens to you happens to everybody. You may suffer a loss, right? Somebody that's close to you, a friend, family member, parent, spouse, child, etc. Somebody may pass away. Losing a loved one is always tough. I lost my father in 2013, so I know what that's like. It's just, you know, a job loss, an illness can arise that's unexpected, an injury, all sorts of things that can just disrupt your life. But how you respond to it is gonna make all the difference in the world, man. A lot of these things is no getting around it. All of us will experience some of these things throughout the course of our life if you keep living. Once you come to that realization, you start to put things into perspective, and you realize that it's just certain things that are out of your control, certain things that you can't change, but you can change. You know, I had a comment on my last video entitled, "You can't blame the man for not succeeding in 2025." And I stand on that. I still believe that, right? And I talked about how anybody using that in 2025 for a reason to not succeed in life is just using it as an excuse. Somebody commented on that video and they said, "Man, I tried to watch the video, but I just couldn't because racism still exists in trucking. And all of them stick together and you're out of touch and all these other things," right? They said a lot in that video or in that comment, right? So when I went to respond to the comment, they deleted the comment. I had a nice rebuttal too. That's probably why they decided to delete the comment. You know, as a creator, all my content creators out there, you always know when somebody delete the comment, because when you go to respond and you send your response, you get this message, this error message that pops up. So every time I see that, I already know they deleted the comment. So I went back to the video just to double check the comment section, and they deleted it. I would have deleted it too. Listen, man, like I told you guys, well, by the way, this person mentioned trucking. I didn't even say anything about trucking. I was speaking in general. That's how I feel in general. Wasn't even talking about trucking specifically, so I don't know why you even said that. But it is what it is. It's neither here nor there. Next time, don't delete the comment. Let's have a conversation. Let's have some dialogue. That could have been a teachable moment for you. Stand on business. If you believe that, stand on it. I definitely believe what I believe, and that is, in order for things to change for you, you have to change. Like I stated in the video, I don't care about your race. I don't care if you grew up in poverty. I don't care if you suffered a job loss. I don't care about the environment you grew up in. If you're using all of those things as a reason why you can't get ahead in life, that's just an excuse to me. We have far too many examples out there from people who've actually experienced those things and still managed to come out on the other side and thrive and share their experiences with the world, which I think is great, because other people can relate and resonate to that message because they've gone through it. I talked about on my video, I was laid off from a job where I spent 15 years of my life. I've experienced racism. I was younger when I experienced, and I talked about it on the video in the past. I was a lot younger. So I'll never sit up here and say that racism doesn't exist. You'll be naive to think that it doesn't. Of course it exists. But the point of my video was, number one, I never said racism didn't exist. So I can't dismiss that fact. The point that I was making is, regardless of the racism being out here in the world that we live in, that isn't something that can stop you from succeeding in life unless you let it. You can't change how another person feels about you, right? It is what it is. Let people feel how they want to feel. Let people say what they want to say. You can't change any of that. You can't change the economy. You can't change the decisions the president makes. You can't change the decisions your employer makes, right? You can't stop employers from laying people off. So what I'm getting at is, there are just certain things that you can't change in life. But you know what you can change? You. That's the message that I'm trying to convey to you guys. Forget all the noise, forget the stereotypes, all that type of stuff. That's just the world we live in. Those things are here. And I don't see it going anywhere no time soon. But none of that means, that doesn't mean that you can't create a good life for yourself. Because you can. You got to block out all the noise. Keep your head down and just level up. Work on your personal development. How many books have you read in the last 90 days, 6 months, a year? How much educational content have you been consuming that can add value to your life so that you can change your circumstances? What does your circle of friends look like? Are you surrounded by some positive individuals? Are you surrounded by people that are adding value to you? Or are you surrounded by a lot of negativity and pessimism and people who always point the finger at everybody else as to why they are in a bad situation and can't get ahead in life? Come on, man. We live in America, man. The land of opportunity. We have access to all of this free knowledge, all of this free information. Why aren't you taking advantage of it? If you got a cell phone, you can learn some things. You don't have to wait on the government to try to save you. You don't have to wait on your employer to give you a promotion. Start educating yourself on different ways that you can level up. Learn something. Learn a new skill. Figure out how you can monetize it. You got to put in the work, man. It's like going to the gym. If you want to change your physique, get in better shape, build muscle, you can't go in the gym one day and expect to do that. It's a process. It takes time. You got to put in the work, man. I'm out here right now, like I mentioned earlier, on a Sunday morning getting a walk in after working 6 days. Everybody not doing this. Some of y'all watching this video right now, you probably just got off work and you getting ready to hit the gym, or you're getting ready to go out and take a walk. It's somebody in the bed right now. They not thinking about exercising. But that's what makes you different. That's what separates the winners from the losers. The mentality. It's all about the mentality, man. The mindset, your philosophy about life. All of this stuff that I'm talking about, let me turn around. All of this stuff that I'm talking about is just very practical, common sense based information. But I get it, man. Everybody doesn't view things the same way. I get it. Let me see if it's better on this side. No. It's a little bit darker going in this direction because the sun is on my back now. Well, hopefully you guys still see me okay. But like I was saying, man, I get it. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own way of seeing things. I'm just more of a realist, man. I'm more of a realist. I'm more rational in my thinking. A lot of people they're very radical in the way they think. A lot of people don't have an open mind to certain things. So I understand. Some people have a lot of biases. and they only see things through their lens. And you know, it's hard to have a good conversation and dialogue with people who are just so one-dimensional in their thinking. But listen, guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, man. Finish getting my exercise in. I just wanted to tap in this morning and tell you guys how whatever you want out of life, it's not gonna be easy to get it. You gotta put in the work, man. You gotta put in the work. That's what it comes down to. You can't just not do anything and expect to get everything. It doesn't work like that. Life isn't easy. Life isn't a cakewalk. Of course you're gonna face adversity. Of course you're gonna be in some unforeseen circumstances. Things happen in life that we can't control. You can lose your job tomorrow of no fault of your own. You can do everything right and something can still happen to you. That's just life, man. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But how are you gonna respond to it? Anyway, listen, I'll see you guys on the next one. Keep grinding, keep putting in the work. Follow your dreams, follow your passions. Don't let negativity derail you. I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace.